Getting you the evidence you need to bust a cheater. This is Dave Ryan's War of the Roses, 101.3 KDWB.
You know, I got to tell you, this War of the Roses is getting all around the country now.
Yep.
Because we have...
Worldwide, like Pitbull, Dave.
It's kind of like Pitbull. We have another War of the Roses from outside of the Twin Cities. I'm not going to say what city this guy is in, because I don't want to give away any details, because you would probably actually be able to figure out, possibly, who this guy is.
Right.
And he's not famous.
No.
But you were on TV in your city last summer. Matt, thanks for being on War of the Roses. Tell me what happened on TV and why you're doing War of the Roses. What's going on?
Basically, so I was stationed overseas in Germany. This was last summer,
Okay.
and
Matt's in the military.
Okay.
Yeah, and the local baseball team where I'm from flew me in to surprise my wife, Gina. Right, and so that's how I was on TV. Anyway,
Okay.
I was in a mascot costume on the field. And they had Gina out there, and they surprised her, and she was really surprised.
So it's one of those things, just to stop you for a second. So it's one of those things where, and you see this once in a while, they'll do this like the Timberwolves game, where they'll blindfold some, woman or man or whatever, and then or their kids or something like that, and then they'll, pretend they're playing a game, then they'll bring them out, they take the blindfold off, and it's like, oh my God, I thought you were in Kuwait or something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, I've been gone for quite a few months, quite a long time, and so she hadn't seen me, and so it was just one of those things where bring me back and surprise her, and it was going to be this great thing, and she was really surprised, but it was weird. I could tell that something was up, like she just the way she reacted, and it was funny on the way home from the stadium. We were talking, and I could tell something was up, and she admitted to me that she had been cheating on me because there was a bunch of this other guy's stuff at our house, and she obviously I was overseas, so that was rough. It was rough, but I ended up forgiving her, and it went from something that was supposed to be amazing to something that was just awful.
Well, and that sucks because I used to live in Colorado Springs, and I had friends who were stationed at Fort Carson, and a lot of the time when people would go somewhere, and it's even worse now because there's troops deployed, and so when they come back, a lot of the time there's been cheating because the person is on the other side of the world, and the wife or the husband is back here, and they, no excuse. They get lonely, they get bored, they get frustrated, they're human, whatever, and then they cheat.
Yeah.
So, but your wife knew that the moment you walked into the house, because she didn't have time to beat you there, because she was surprised that there was going to be his shoes, his pants, his toothbrush, his laptop, whatever. So she tells you in the car on the way to the house. Yeah,
because she knew there was no way she was going to get out of it at that point.
Okay.
And she was in a corner, obviously, and I would have preferred, if that was the case, I would have preferred her to tell me just of her own free will and choice, but that wasn't the case. So she told me, and then we obviously fought for a little bit, and anyway, over the next few weeks, I eventually forgave her, and now the thing is, now I'm home, right?
Okay.
And so I've noticed a few things that are happening now that just are a little suspicious. And for instance, like she's been taking money out of the ATM, which is normal, but it's been like a weekly thing, and she takes out like $100 instead of charging stuff like she used to.
Okay.
So there's no trail of what she's buying, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's just and just the way she's been acting. I don't know. It's been something. I feel like something's going on, and then the kicker was like the other day, I came home from work, and our kitchen table has it's like a round table, and there's two chairs, and normally they sit across from each other, but the two chairs were sitting right next to each other when I got home, just the chairs themselves, and it just looked like somebody had been over, and I asked her who had been over, and she said nobody, and just the way she was acting was just very, very suspicious, and obviously with the history that we have, I'm wary.
So almost as if somebody had pulled a chair over, like, oh, I want to show you something, look at my phone, there's no reason for two chairs at a round kitchen table to be right next to each other. and you didn't do it.
I mean, yeah, if she was just there by herself, like, why would you need to?
Yeah.
Put that chair back when you're done. You got to put that chair back.
You do. Dave.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? This one is really kind of an awful one because here you are doing your thing, serving the country. You're on the other side of the world, which in the military, that's a tough life, and they do separate you. And and not only did you go through that, but now you're worried that something else is going on.
Yeah, and like I forgave her too. And there were promises that were made, obviously, as part of that and stuff. But
I'm going to call her now. Okay. And what's the ploy? You're going to be like send her out to dinner with somebody?
Yeah, I'll offer the dinner for 2.
Okay, and then hopefully she'll pick her husband Matt and not somebody else. Let's call.
Gina, that was the last question, so thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it. Sure. We are going to get you, as promised, a romantic dinner out for 2 at...
Okay.
What we like to do is we leave place cards at the dinner since it is an upscale restaurant, and we have your name, obviously, so we need to know the guest that will be joining you. What would their name be up for the place card?
So this is a steakhouse, right? Like with steak and seafood?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Let's say Brian.
Okay. Perfect.
Fun.
Not so perfect. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Gina.
Hey.
Let me explain what's really going on here. Do you remember? Well, first of all, let me explain who I am.
Yes.
My name's Dave Ryan, and I work at a radio station in Minneapolis called KDWB. And your husband, Matt, listens to KDWB on iHeartRadio.
Okay.
Matt called us, and he told us and people who listen to KDWB what happened last summer at the baseball game when he came home from Germany.
Oh, my gosh.
So you know what I'm talking about. He told us that. Well, he also told us that you guys had made up, but he was also a little suspicious that things aren't quite like they seem. And so Matt, this is where it gets a little bit weird, Gina. Matt is listening right now on the phone.
And he wanted to see who you would set up dinner with, him or someone else.
And Matt, you heard her say that she wants to have dinner with a guy named Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
What is happening here? I feel like I just got blindsided.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Kind of like how Matt got blindsided when he came back home from Germany.
Oh, nice.
That's not fair.
Well, Matt, do you know who is Brian?
I do know Brian. He's a friend of Gina's.
Just a friend. Just
a
a friend.
Yeah, as far as I know, and yeah, I
Are we doing this? Are we really going to do this with strangers?
Gina, I just want to know why wouldn't you put my name on there? Why wouldn't you want to go out to dinner with your husband? I don't get it.
You never want to go out. Why would I pick you? Why would I let it go to waste by putting your name on it when you wouldn't even show up?
Because I'm your husband, and I would love to go out to dinner with my wife.
That's new.
Well, so you don't really like to go out, Matt? I mean, is that kind of thing you like to say? And I get that way sometimes, too. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know what? I'm going to stay home. I'm going to watch 48 Hours
Okay,
Mystery.
You've never passed up a dinner. Calm down.
Well, that's true. All right. Well,
I am a bit of a homebody. Yes, I am kind of a homebody. But, I would love to go out to dinner with my wife. Yeah.
Then great. Go out with me.
Okay. So let's do it then.
Well, it's a little awkward because there really is no dinner.
No, but you guys should go to dinner.
Yeah. So you're saying, so if I got this right, you picked Brian because he's your friend. You thought Matt wouldn't want to go to dinner anyway.
Right.
But if there really was a dinner and Matt wanted to go, you'd be like, well, yeah, shoot, I didn't know you want to go.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, this is new that he would want to go out. So, sure.
Well, there isn't a dinner provided by us. I do wish there was a dinner, so you guys should.
I got a Subway gift card.
No.